Are you a new agent in real estate, or you probably just want to know exactly what real estate agents do to obviously generate leads and get these beautiful properties and sometimes very bad looking properties which they sell to clients on the market? If this is something that you're really interested, don't worry, we just got you covered in this video. What's up everyone, my name is Dijesh, and for those of you that don't know, I have been in the real estate industry for the past 10 years. Yes, I've got many different views and aspects in the real estate industry. I've worked in many different fields and I am a principal real estate broker. So today's video is all about income generating activities, also known as ways in which you can obtain leads for your real estate business. Now keep in mind, when we talk about leads, we talk about two different types of leads: seller leads and buyer leads. So those are very important, and you're gonna want to know the difference between the two. Obviously your seller leads are people that are looking to sell their properties. These are the type of people that will obviously want you to market their property for them, and these are very important because ultimately as a real estate agent, when you list a property, you technically work for the seller. So seller leads are very important for you. Seller leads are needed to obtain the most possible amount of stock in the market, or to get as much listings as possible, so you can obviously convert those listings into sales. And then you get the buyer leads. Now the buyer leads are obviously people that are looking to buy. In real estate, you'll generally get a lot more buyer leads than seller leads because you'll always get people that are shopping. But keep in mind, especially in the South African market, it is very difficult to find sort of a loyalty with buyer leads. And the reason why I say that is that with seller leads, you can sign a sole mandate if a person specifically wants to deal with you. Whereas with the buyer lead, you don't really get a sole mandate buyer form where the person only deals with you. A buyer can work with anyone else for that matter. So buyer leads are typically much harder to control as opposed to seller leads. Let's get straight into the type of ways in which you can generate leads. Number one, and yes, this is a very old school method, that is cold calling. Cold calling is important in that you could just call almost anyone and everyone, asking them if they know somebody that's looking to buy, or if they know that someone's looking to sell. And if you deal with rentals, maybe a landlord that's looking to rent out a place, or someone that's potentially looking to obviously, rent a space or rent a property for a period of time. So cold calling is, yes, an old school method, may seem outdated, but very important. Now you can cold call pretty much anyone on your contact list, and cold calling probably just refers to cold texting as well, where you can just message random people just to obviously get an understanding if anybody is like looking in the market there. Keep in mind you would need to comply with the POPI Act. Obviously, whether you cold call, cold email, or cold text, very important to comply with the POPI Act requirements, and know that information is very sensitive. Way in which you can also cold call or get property owners lists is through certain property websites like Virtual Agent that allow you to get the property details of the owner and then call the owner and ask them if they're potentially willing to sell. So those are ways in which you can cold call as well. So cold calling, very important aspect. Number two is door knocking. Yes, may seem old school, but remember, these methods do work if you're new in the industry and you really don't have a network of people or already a database to work from. Door knocking pretty much means you find an area that you work in, knock on people's doors in the evening, introduce yourself, say, hi, my name is so-and-so, I was in the area, I'm the new agent, or I'm an agent working for a certain company. Are you looking to buy? Are you looking to sell? Do you know anybody? Potentially, that's how you'd work. And then from there, obviously, you can extend that reach with that person. Once you develop a relationship, they probably know people looking to buy, looking to sell, looking to rent, looking to lease. So door knocks, very important. Keep in mind, South Africa is very sensitive when it comes to door knocking. South Africans are worried about their safety, so always be careful what areas you door knock in, and potentially just try and be wary on how you approach it. So that's very important for everyone. Right, number 3, and yes, this is very important, networking. Take your current network or group of people and just ask them. Spread the word. Give out your business cards. Networking is just about attending to places, marketing yourself, getting your name out there. So simple. Maybe you walk into a random place, you speak to random people, network with them, network with your friends. You'll eventually obviously get people that will understand what you do, what business you're in, and they would obviously want to potentially do business with you because you've given them the information, they know who you are, and they most likely trust you to want to do business with you. So that's very important. Networking. This would also include going to network events, which is very good. Just networking with a whole bunch of people there. And networking also refers to introducing yourself to security people, the doorman of the complex, things like that, where potentially there's leads walking in and out every single day. And the next one is obviously going to be social media. Now, I feel social media is very powerful, and social media, we'll fit it into two. We'll fit it into social media and the marketing in a physical presence. So social media means that you take everything online, put your banners, your posters, everything on an online perspective on social media through the various platforms. Just keep posting to let people know that you work for a company, you're an estate agent in the area, just to target as much people as possible that are constantly watching. So that could mean videos, that could mean posts on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok Reels, Instagram Reels, almost everything, just to get your name out there and to get yourself out there. Social media marketing. And then obviously the physical marketing, which is the pamphlet drops. Things like just going to certain houses and dropping off pamphlets, doing marketing campaigns and drives, setting up banners on road corners, things like that, where you have a physical presence where people can register their interest, just want to know exactly what it is, what you offer, and those are ways in which you can obtain leads. Now that you know different ways in which you can obtain leads, it's important to note that obviously these leads need to be converted. So from this, you'll be able to source the leads, and then thereafter you'll be able to sort it out and see, okay, these are my seller leads, these are my buyer leads, and where do I work from there? So your seller leads will obviously convert into properties that you list, and properties that you list convert to properties that you sold. And then with your buyer leads, you'll be able to match the properties that you have, or properties that maybe your office has, with the buyers, and convert those buyers into sales as well. So there's many different ways in which you can use your leads to obviously generate income, and this works for the rentals as well. For watching this very short, concise video on the type of ways in which you can generate leads in real estate. And yes, it is very intensive, it is very difficult, but don't worry, if you follow these methods and practices, you are bound to achieve some sort of success, as long as you just persevere at it. And remember, at the end of the day, some methods might work more for others. Some people may be good at cold calling, some people may not be good at social media. So find what works for you, work with that, do it, and build your real estate business and become the best agent you can be. My name is Dijesh. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Share it with your friends, family, and whoever, and watch my next videos. And thank you for watching my channel. Thank you.